Welcome back. It is time to welcome back to Morning Live St. Catharines Mayor Walter Zenzik. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Bob. How you doing?
Good, good. We were just talking about St. Catharines before the break. In the news this morning, there's a flag raising at 1:30 this afternoon in advance of Emancipation Day, and there's many things going on.
Yeah, it's Emancipation Day weekend here in St. Catharines, something that we've celebrated for many, many years. This is the first year it's actually a federally noted day across the country.
Right.
Here in St. Catharines, we've been marking this weekend for many years because it's such an important event for us.
There's a huge history with St. Catharines.
It's in terms of Emancipation Day, for those who may not know, back in 1834, slavery was abolished in the British colonies and the British Empire, and so from that day forward, in terms of what St. Catharines has become with Harriet Tubman and the Underground Railway, and how this was really the stop for people who were escaping slavery in the United States. And so we have such a rich history here in St. Catharines. And you know, there used to be a big picnic on Lakeside Park where thousands of people would show up for the weekend just to celebrate Emancipation Day. And so we've got organizers now here in our community who are bringing this back. And this weekend, through the First Ontario Performing Arts Centre, there's going to be performances. I've got my social media channels that are going to be taken over by Jada from Matter of Black, and they're going to be telling the stories, talking about the history, supporting local Black businesses, and really just bringing to life the importance of celebrating Emancipation Day here in our community.
Yeah, because it is such a rich history, and you mentioned Harriet Tubman, and that iconic American called St. Catharines home because freedom at the end of the Underground Railroad was at St. Catharines.
Yeah, this was one of those destinations on the Underground Railroad. And the interesting thing about the Harriet Tubman story, Bob, is that the supporting people around her, a lot of them were here in St. Catharines. William Hamilton Merritt, the train master who really provided the opportunity for those who were escaping to come up here. So Harriet Tubman had a supporting cast around here in St. Catharines, and these are the stories that we want to be able to tell through this weekend as well.
Yeah. Hey, let's talk about vaccinations. How's the vaccine uptake going in this final stretch drive? The Seymour Hanna Arena, it is going to be closing, announced it's closing in mid-August. Can you, what's happening with the Post-it notes that was such a great story and made national news?
Yeah, it was such a wonderful story. And so we're working with Niagara Health, and they are winding down the clinic, and there's going to be community clinics that will help to support those. As you said, we're in the final stretch. We just got to get more, that final group of people who may be a little hesitant on the vaccine, get them vaccinated so we can get well above 80%. We're about 80% right now. We want to get above that in terms of the first dose. And so what we want to do with the Post-it notes is really create a living memory. So they're working with our museum to find ways that we can archive the Post-it notes in some ways, but it's also how do we create potential works of art? How do we make sure that what those messages were and how they are a living part of our history, how they can be captured in a digital way and in a real touchable way, so that 50 years from now, kids and families can see them in the museum and they can experience the feelings people had, how they felt about going to the vaccination clinic and how important it was to our community. So this is a great opportunity for us to preserve the history and at the same time celebrate it.
Yeah. Now, with the arena, ICE is in the non-clinic sections. ICE is back in. What do we need to know as far as booking time?
Well, I've been on the ice, Bob, and I think I've lost a step or two over the last year. And in terms of the ice itself, like we've got public skating. So just what I want the public to understand is people have to register in advance for the public skating. So we're following certain COVID protocols, but we've opened up more ice time for public skating because we recognize that there's a lot of kids and families that just want to be back on the ice. And I got to say, when I put on my skates and got onto the ice, boy, did it ever feel good. Like I really missed the opportunity to get out there and do some physical activity. And I know there's a lot of people out there that just want to get on the ice. So just go to the city's website, register in advance, put on your skates and enjoy a great feeling, a good Canadian feeling.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of great athletes like yourself, we've got a couple of St. Catharines Olympians to cheer on tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah, Mohammed Ahmed is the fastest runner we have in our country in terms of long distance, and He's a St. Catharines native and an amazing runner. He's doing the 10,000 and the 5,000K. His 10,000 is this weekend. He's in the finals, as well as Kristen Kitt. She is coxing the women's 8. They're projected to get a medal.
Yeah, and that's
rowing,
tonight.
That's tonight. Rowing is a big point for us here, obviously, in St. Catharines with the Henley. Wishing
we'll be cheering them on.
Yeah, you and me both.
Oh, yeah. Hey, thanks. Great to see you again. We'll talk again next week. St. Catharines Mayor Walter Zenzik.
Have a great long weekend.
You too.